Good morning. So today's surprise workout is we're gonna do the rocks workout. So just planning that out now while I eat my breakfast, which I have the oatmeal. It's like the apple cinnamon with apple granola. So good. It's basically like an apple pie, delicious. And then I'm gonna meet them over at 10 o'clock. And we have a special guest also joining us. One of our clients decided to pop in and do the workout with us. So I'm gonna show you guys that and we'll go from there. All right, ladies, so the outfit for the workout. So for the rock workout, we've got the Amplify pants from Alphalete, and then we've got the crop top from Buff Bunny. All right, ladies, so it's time for a pre-workout. So we've got the 1-Up strawberry burst today. Got some water in a wine glass because we classy like that. As I do a dry scoop on the camera, so you know. So cheers, guys.
So we started the workout off with 4 sets of 25 walking lunges. When you do walking lunges, you want to stand up straight with your feet shoulder width apart. Hands can either be placed on the barbell like you see here, or you can use dumbbells. You want to slightly lean forward and take a step with your right leg. Put all the weight into your right foot, and then you're going to bend your knee at 90 degrees. I like a little bit further just because I do a little bit more glutes. And then you're going to lower down into the lunge position and then basically repeat on the other side. So that's kind of what we did for those reps and sets. Next, we had the leg press, 4 sets of 25 reps. For the leg press, you have different variations. We kind of went with the middle of the rack and shoulder width apart because we were doing so many reps and we started to actually load on the weight pretty heavy. By the end of it, I think we were at like 4 plates per side, but you can definitely see like we added another plate on here. We have 2 on either side, so 4 plates, and feet were just kind of like pretty standard set. We weren't really trying to do anything crazy with this because this is a very long workout, and also when you have the help of the quads and the glutes, you're going to be able to lift a little bit more than if you just have, you know, your feet high and wide, which you see a lot on Instagram or YouTube, which is great. But at the same time, it just depends on what you're trying to do. So if we're trying to get like our glutes fired up, we would probably go a little bit more either narrow or for some people high and wide. If we're just trying to make sure that we actually complete the movement, get the strength in, and overall leg development, then that's where we're focusing, as you see here on the just kind of like middle of the pad with our feet shoulder width apart, and then knees staying out and tracking in the proper area. The other thing that I see with leg press a lot is that a lot of you ladies have your bum coming off the seat quite a bit, or you have like your back arching. Make sure that your core is braced even though you're sitting down. Make sure that your butt is, you know, attached to the seat, that kind of thing, and that you're using your legs more so than like kind of, I guess, like using other muscles like your back and things like that to help out. I feel like we still have a happy medium here. There we go, that's it. Whoa. That one. Please tell me you didn't get that one. It's okay, she already got one of me like hitting my...
Bitch is stress.
Yesterday I was like, oh no, someone's so flat, then I woke up this morning and blew it. Now so...
It's like stress. Also time of the month, Shark Week, baby. 1920? Look at your arms, Tiffany. Heck yeah.
Ladies, so next we have 4 sets of 12 barbell squats. So went a little bit heavier with these. I actually haven't been able to do like a proper leg workout in a long time because of my calf. But I'm actually really excited with how today went. So with your barbell squats, ladies, you want to make sure your core is engaged. You want to make sure that your back's nice and tight to keep the bar on your back. Glutes are engaged, and also your quads. A lot of ladies are so focused on their quads, or sorry, their glutes and their abs, that you forget about your quads, and like the front of your legs should be working. So make sure that you're doing that, and also focus on your foot placement. Your toes shouldn't be, you know, going all over the place. Make sure that everything is really like nice and stable before you complete this movement, and you'll find you're a lot stronger in it. We have 4 sets of 12 hack squats. So I personally don't like the hack squat. I just don't feel comfortable on it, and I just don't really enjoy it. But Meg and Tiffany definitely loved the hack squat. They're like, my glutes are burning, all that kind of fun stuff. Definitely an exercise that you can incorporate into your workout. I don't feel like it's like a have to, but it definitely has its benefits. Other than that, it's very similar to the leg press, where you just kind of move your feet into the position that you'd like. Meg liked higher and wide. She was like, my butt is on fire. Whereas like Tiffany basically went a little bit lower, which you'll see in a second. She went pretty darn low. And she was just really trying to get like that engagement and that depth with her squat. So super cool to watch and see all the different variations, but that's the hack squat.
Officially halfway through. Oh God.
All right, so we're halfway through the workout. Now we have the leg curls. So it's supposed to be a seated leg curl, but we just used the lying one because the other one was busy. So we're doing that. And basically with this one, I guess like the common mistake I see is just people lifting their hips. So just make sure that you keep your hips down. And then we have 4 by 10 reps Romanian deadlift. So just stiff leg deadlifts, kicking the hips back. The easiest cue that I found lately, at least for women, was that if you're trying to like figure out how to do it and you find that your low back hurts a lot while you're doing your Romanian deadlifts, just picture a hip thrust. Like a hip thrust movement and a Romanian deadlift is pretty similar. So hips come back and then you're just going to push your hips forward instead of trying to focus on getting the weight all the way down to the ground. With the weight, honestly, by the end of it, I think we were doing 30 pounds. It was getting pretty damn heavy, but we decided to like have some fun in the middle of it too, with some sprints and things like that you'll see in a second. But with the hamstrings, I really want to make sure that I'm squeezing on the way back and going nice and slow on the way down. Even though this looks really fast, I thought I was going a lot slower. But at the same time, by like the 3rd or 4th set, I think we were all pretty done.
You're going so fast. So fit.
And we made it, the abduction machine, 4 sets of 12 reps. This was actually nice to open up the hips at the very end. I was like, thank Lord for this. But it was really good. We all kind of just did our own thing for this. We kind of just chatted and stuff while we were doing this because it's a pretty easy machine. We ended up increasing the weight, I want to say, or lifting the weight up by quite a bit near the end, almost to like 110 pounds. And basically when you're doing the abduction machine, the biggest thing is like, I find like a lot of ladies, they get cramps and things like that in their hips. So you can either sit back like Meg's doing here, or you can lean a little bit more forward like I am. I prefer this way, but again, whichever works, holding onto the handles and then really like when you push out, you just kind of want to hold for a second and then come back in. The more slow and controlled, the better. And yeah, that's a wrap.
Okay, so we just finished the rocks workout. It took us how long, Meg?
1 hour and 42 minutes.
Okay, and then we also didn't get part of that in there. So about, whatever, 2 hours-ish. And then how many calories burned so far?
650.
Holy shit. So I would rate it like an 8 out of 10. It would have been like a 9 out of 10 if we went faster, but I don't think we could have lifted as heavy if we had gone faster.
I agree. Yeah.
Ditto.
Same. And also if we had done like the 30 to 60 minute run beforehand.
Yes, yeah. So there's also
like
a 60-minute run ahead of time if you're really bold and want to do that. But if you do, you're insane. I hope you make it. You're going to make it far on YouTube. Fine. We didn't do that. And Meg?
I'd definitely say the first half was probably like, like a 9 or 10 out of 10, and then the second half I'd say like an 8. Yeah.
And it's just like by the end, your legs just like don't want to work anymore. But yeah, that was it. That was the rocks workout. It was freaking sick. We might do his chest workout or his arm workout and see how that goes. But this was about 2 hours, so if you do want to try this, take your freaking time. So thanks guys for watching.